what to invest in.
Try not to spend it.
How to save it and how to like manage it pretty much.
How to actually stick to your budget. Probably just how to keep it in my savings account better, because I normally just swipe my card wherever I go. My parents have never been good at managing money. It seems like every time we have an emergency, we're like scratching for money, borrowing, or taking out credit card loans, and I just don't want to be in that situation.
So you're in high school. By now you know all about class requirements and how it can feel like you're wasting your time learning something you won't use until you're older, or maybe never at all. No matter how well you try to hide it, I bet some of you feel the same way about personal finance. Why does a teenager need to know anything about managing money? At your age, you might work a part-time job or get money from your parents for doing chores around the house. It's not much, but you earn enough to grab dinner with friends or buy a new outfit at the mall. And if you run out, no big deal. You've got a place to sleep and food to eat. Once you get older though, things change. You'll pay rent, buy your own groceries, and pay all of your own bills. Running out of money as an adult is a big deal, and it happens too. 7 out of 10 families in America live paycheck to paycheck. That means they're spending all of their money from one paycheck before the next one arrives. If you can learn how to manage the money you've got today, you'll be ready to manage lots more when you get older and avoid the dreaded paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. And that's what personal finance is all about, making decisions about how you will earn, budget, save, and spend money in the future. To make smart decisions with your money, you've got to put into practice the key components of a successful financial plan. First up, assess your financial situation. Write down your income, how much money you make, your assets, or what you own that has financial value, and your liabilities, any bills or debts that you owe. Right now, that list might not be long. That's why it's a perfect time to start managing your money. Next, you've got to set money goals. Setting goals with your money gives you something to aim for. A goal will also give you motivation, especially when you want to quit. So set your money goals and don't be afraid to go big. Once you've set your money goals, you must write out a detailed plan for accomplishing them. If you don't budget every dollar you make, it'll slip right through your fingers. So with the goal in mind, determine how you're going to reach it. And here's the biggie, write it down. Then execute your plan. It might sound like I'm being redundant, but here's the deal. You can set goals, write down a plan, but that's still not enough. You must carry out that plan day to day. You don't get straight A's by writing the word study on your to-do list. And you definitely don't meet your money goals by simply writing out a budget. You must follow through. It's also important to know your money personality. Did you know that you're naturally a spender or a saver? Neither personality is right or wrong, but understanding your strengths and weaknesses as they relate to money will help you approach financial decisions with wisdom. To keep things moving, you must monitor and reassess your financial plan often. As you get older, graduate from high school, go to college or to work, get married, buy a house, start a family, your financial situation will change. You've got to be ready to change right along with it. Lastly, you've got to replace money myths with money truths. Society poses all kinds of big lies about money. You might hear that car payments are just a way of life, or student loans are the good kind of debt. Learn to recognize money myths and replace them with the truth.
All right, up next, folks, as you're listening to the Dave Ramsey Show, is Kate in Grand Rapids. Hi, Kate. How are you today?
Good. I'm in high school and trying to decide whether to major in a field that I really like or in one that makes a lot of money. So can I become wealthy and have a career that I love?
Well, Kate, that is a really good question, and you're particularly wise to be asking that while you're in high school. I will tell you this. Very few people succeed at something they hate, even if they're good at it. And so when I'm talking to a college student or a high school student that says, hey, I think accounting is a good field. I think I could make a lot of money being an accountant, but and I'm pretty good at math, but I actually hate sitting and doing detailed math all day long. Well, you're going to hate your whole life. You're going to become a hateful person. You're not going to be a good accountant. And yet there are people that love numbers and they bathe in numbers and they want to be an accountant. They love it. They get great joy when spreadsheets balance. And I know those people are sick, but they're out there. And so, that's the person who needs to be an accountant. What gives you the most joy? And then find a way to monetize that in the open market. You don't want to go to a dentist that hates his job. You don't want to go to a doctor or a lawyer that hates their job. You don't want a teacher that hates their job. The best teachers are those that love teaching. They get great, they have a joy in what they do. And so you will never be good at something that you hate. You really won't. And therefore, it's very difficult to become wealthy at it. And so you may have to find some kind of an unusual way to monetize what people traditionally see as a skill set. For instance, I'm a math guy and I'm a finance guy, and I love numbers. But you could be a bookkeeper with that and make $30,000 or $40,000 a year, which there's nothing wrong with that. Or you could be on the radio telling people and using those same exact math skills and be on the radio helping people with their money and doing math and finance with them all day long and make a lot of money, which is what I do. So I've got bookkeeping skills, but I applied them in a way that gives me great joy, and therefore I have become wealthy doing that over a long period of time. So, hey, great question, Kate. Thank you for calling in. I've been teaching people how to handle money and build wealth for more than 20 years. I've spent a lot of time with people who are doing really, really well. And I've spent a lot of time with people who are up to their eyeballs in debt and they're struggling with the bills. What I found is that building wealth isn't rocket science. It's actually pretty simple, but it starts by taking control of your behavior. You see, most people don't have a money problem. They have a behavior problem. Hey, the stuff we teach is pretty easy to understand. The problem is that most people don't do it. And that's why 7 out of 10 households are broke and living paycheck to paycheck. Personal finance is only 20% head knowledge. Learning what to do is the easy part. The other 80% is behavior. I learned a long time ago that if I wanted to build wealth, I had to take control of the guy in my mirror.
That's right. We've seen over and over and over that anyone can build wealth. I don't care where you live, what you do or don't have right now. The fact is, you're in high school. This is the perfect time for you to get this information.